way down south in the land of crossing melody untiring, ain't that inspiring? Hurrah, hurrah, we'll join the Jubilee, and that's going some for the Yankees by gum. Red, white, and blue, I am for you, honest, you're a grand old flag. You're a grand old flag, you're a high-flying flag, and forever in peace may you wave.
Hi everybody, it's sort of a nerd, and today, well, knowing as my channel is mostly Vietnam related, and the one thing I'm mostly, hopefully, known for Vietnam related stuff is First ID, and I just realized I've not done anything First ID related video-wise in a very long time. I've also gotten some updates and improvements to my First ID impressions, so I thought I would kind of show that off. And if you hear thunder outside, well, that's because there's thunder outside. Storm. So anyways, basically I'm just going to kind of go over, well, my impression at the moment. Again, this is a work in progress. I'm still getting some stuff. Mainly, really all I need is really a new gun. But I'm not really too focused on that. A new gun would be nice. I need a frame for the lightweight, and I also need a few more, probably a bit more stuff to go put on the lightweight. As you can see, it's kind of bare at the moment. It's pretty bare in general. But lightweight frame, definitely a need. Hygiene items, also a thing. I don't have many at all, really. So a shaving kit, toothpaste, toothbrush, that sort of thing. But otherwise, kind of got really anything else, all the other stuff I really need. So I guess we'll begin this. Let's go into the corner. So first things first, as y'all seen like a billion times, my lovely More Military Reproduction Vibram Sole 3rd pattern boots. Love these things to death. They are absolutely amazing. They're a little dirty right now. I need to polish them, kind of use them a little bit, and I need to get them back in ship-shape form, but they look pretty good at the moment. They've worn pretty well. Look nice. Got some Accurate Reproduction More Military socks. They all have the dates and all the writing on it, and they're cushioned, which is nice. Trust me, it's way more comfortable than the normal socks. These are nice. They're not knee highs like my old socks were, so that's also great. Then we got my original helmet, my M1 helmet. I decided I wanted to add a helmet band because I bought this insect repellent, and I was originally going to put it behind the chin straps, but my chin straps are too tight, and I don't want to loosen them because it's a pain in the butt. So I just got a post-war helmet band covering the cat eyes with the chin strap, and put my reproduction insect repellent. This is the early type in there, and I have actual insect repellent in there, or bug spray. Really, just got from a bottle. We have the original steel pot, original liner. This is an early / middle liner. I think it's dated 65 due to what I've seen on the inside. Reproduction sweatband is really another thing. Original chin straps. This is technically original, just post-war. And then an original cover that's really, really minty, and I love that about it. We have my field cap, which I do need to replace with the first pattern. This is the second pattern. But we have the Staff Sergeant rank pin. I will be getting a boonie hat hopefully soon. So there's that. We've actually recently discovered a lot of photos of the 1st Battalion, 28th Infantry Regiment, which I just realized I forgot to mention. This is what that's for. This is for Black Lions, 28th, 1st Battalion. We did find a bunch of photos of them, and I'll talk about that a little bit more, and I'll put some up because they're really cool. So, boonie hats, very, very common. So that is a big thing that I'm going to have to start implementing a little bit more. Then, for the fatigue set, I have my 3rd patterns. They're very, very dirty, very, very worn, very nice. And these are reproductions, both this and the jacket, but I've worn them for so. These are from Heston Antiques. I haven't tried the more ones. They're probably better though, but these have worn a lot, and they are starting to look original, which is great. Pocket-wise, I just have some original Vietnam tripwire. Oh, forgot to mention. Pocket items, improvement. A few things I probably should still get to improve a little bit more, but otherwise, we're doing good. Then I have an original sea ration. Most of my sea rations are 50s dated, so we have white bread. And I got paracord, which needs to be tied up, but I don't know how, so. So then also have the Army trouser belt. Then for the jacket, again, Heston Antiques 3rd pattern jacket. I have the first Infantry Division patch from War Militaria. No other patches. You see that, it's pretty common because they would get their uniforms washed, and just like in World War I, after they'd be washed, they would be put in this big pile, so you either try to dig and find yours, or you just take whatever. So the first ID patch, typically you're always going to see that, just because that's the same for everything. But ranks, name tapes, army tapes, you're typically not going to see those. Army tapes typically stay again because it's universal for everyone, but name tapes, typically not that common. Rank patches, not that common again, because people would take that off of their uniforms they just grabbed, because again, it's not theirs. Some 2 shirts below here. I do have 3. I don't know where my 3rd one is. It's probably somewhere in my room. But just OD green shirts. Not accurate, but they work. Pocket letter wise, I have a deck of cards with the no-no cards that I can't really show on YouTube. Can I show these on YouTube? I'm going to show a little bit. Yeah, you know what that is. So, just, it's very accurate for the time. It's not what it means now, of course. But it's the whole Southern Pride thing. But... oh my gosh, I can't even get this shit. There we go. But yeah, so that was actually extremely common during the Vietnam War. You see a lot of photos of folks with rebel flags. Then here we have another CRAT. This one, oh, let's see. This one has a date on it. Let me see. This one's 57 dated. As you can see, it's marked there. This one's stamped. If I can see this. Oh, this is my mystery one that I don't know the date of. It has a stamping of 15 and 10, and there's another stamp that says 7. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if this is dated, but it's probably either 67 or 57, just because I can see the 7. So I don't know, but it's the cookies one. Then here I have a reproduction compass. Not really accurate at the time, but it works. We have modern MRE stuff, so toilet paper, salt, and coffee. This is all the accessory packet stuff, but it looks pretty much the same as the Vietnam stuff, so that's why I have it, and it's also nice to have. It's useful, and I'm not gonna be using original Vietnam accessory packet stuff, obviously, so yeah. Gum-wise, I don't like, instead of using accessory packet gum, I like to use gum from home, so Bazooka. This was around the time, so it's kind of something I like to do. Although, more likely you'd see accessory packet gum from your C rations. We have a fig cigar, which I probably should not use anymore because this one's really old, and yeah, it's just wood, but I don't really use that all that much anymore. I have my lighter, the Serenity Prayer on it. Is a working Zippo lighter that is technically accurate at this time, I believe. Don't mind the wind. It's a little windy today. Then I have a Chihuahua bag, which has a pocket Bible and some letters. And then we have a pen that I found on the floor at my school, which kind of looks like here. Oh my gosh, the wind. Oh gosh. Okay. Oof. Icy wind. And then we have the scarf. This is actually the actual period correct material. It's very frayed, as you can see. I can't really do much about that, which is sad because I know it's going to die at some point, but I do have some spare. That is the most iconic thing about the 1st Battalion of the 20th Infantry Regiment, was they wore scars from the parachute material. And they either did it like how I'm going to do it, or like how I do it, which is just around the neck and it drapes down, or they kind of have like a Boy Scout look where it's very shortly tied at the front and it lays on the back. That's also pretty common. You see that a lot. I don't know if there's any other ways of wearing it, but going through the photos, you see a lot of different things. But yeah, so there's that. Then I have my towel, which I've actually found a lot of photos of those guys with towels, which is cool. But we have a Hessen Antiques towel. I mostly use it for sweat purposes, but also just it's nice if you want to wet it and put it on your neck. It feels so good. We have a period correct comb. That's probably the only thing hygiene wise that I actually have. It's correct. We have my War Militaria USGI watch. May not be the most accurate, but yeah. Then I got new War Militaria dog tags. So they're correctly stamped. I got all the correct information. I have a P38. I think it's my P38 can opener, but yeah. I have a little cross. Yeah, that's my. And then I duct tape, and that's an electrical tape them to make them quieter. It makes them so much quieter. It is ridiculous. These will go in my rucksack. Some of the stuff, probably nothing else here, but this stuff will. I have just a M16 cleaning kit. cleaning manual. And this one you probably wouldn't really see, but I thought this was cool. I got this from my rating man. This is a 66 dated Hunters magazine. It's really cool. I've gone through it. It's pretty interesting to go through. It's also very interesting to see how cheap guns were back then. But yeah, so that's a pretty cool thing to have. It's just personal item stuff, so not much to it. Then we have my M16 bandolier. This is post-war, but 74 dated, whatever. Got just normal stuff in it, mostly blocks and some, well, one of my blocks, I'll show why there's a block in there. And then just, well, cards, decks of cards, because they are the same rough shape. We have my web setup. This is all original. I've got 2 original ammunition pouches. I am a squad leader, so my equipment setup is going to be a very basic, bare bones infantry setup. I've got 2, I think they're second pattern ammunition pouches. I don't know the dates on them. They're very salty, so it's hard to see. Canteen cup, or canteens. I have a first pattern and I have a second pattern. This is a 2-tone one, by the way. It's a second pattern due to nylon trim. This is the first pattern because it's all cotton. My first pattern is 64 dated. This is 66 dated, I believe. This one's very beat up and rough. I got an original canteen in there. I think that one's 64 dated. As you can see, got a little dry rot on there, which isn't the greatest in the cap. It's a very common thing to happen with these things, and that's why this one has a reproduction cap, a modern reproduction cap that's replaced it. That's very typical and very common because, again, the caps, they like to break. But this is a pretty minty second pattern. I have a 65 dated cup in there as well, along with the 66 dated canteen. And then I have my M16 bayonet, the M7 bayonet, and the M8 scabbard. Personal, don't know the date on it. And then I have 4 grenades, all M61 grenades on my ammunition pouches. As you can see, some are a little different painted. I self-painted all of this one. These ones I bought painted from Springer Surplus. My self-paint jobs aren't the greatest, but they work. So, you know, doing stuff yourself is actually pretty nice. I have my M56 suspenders. These are longs. I don't actually know the date on these. They appear to not have one. That or I'm just stupid, but oh wait, hold on. Oh, they're 70 dated. Oh, looky there, I found it. Yeah, 70 dated suspenders. Okay, sweet. So just found that. But yeah, so we got my 70 dated suspenders. They're M56. But yeah, they work. I have my compass / first aid pouch with an original bandage. And all the other lovely stuff that's in there, which is like that, I don't know what it is, like water purification stuff, I believe. I don't know. It's something in there. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah. This is all on my poncho, by the way, which is 64 dated, which typically would be on my ruck, but I need somebody to put everything on. And my tent poles, these, again, typically would be in the poncho, and a roll on my ruck. Some of these 2 are dated. This one's 66 dated. If you can see right. Oh, focus. There we go. No, 66 dated. This one is what I believe to be 68 dated, as you can see. Oh, and this one got repainted, so I can't find the date, so there's no date on it, but yeah, it's accurate. Then we have my newest edition, my lovely lightweight. Ignore my bare feet. It's a little broken because I do have 2 missing straps on the back, which kind of sucks, which means they don't have any hooks to hook into on the bottom. I think I can just jerry rig it to an actual frame when I get one, but yeah, there's also a lot of black gunk on it, but I think it's fine. It's a later production due to it not being a 2-tone, but yeah, and I can't find a date on it, so I have no clue. For accessory stuff, I have my 60 or 50, I think it's 50, 1950. This is my 60s dated, 1960s dated trenching tool cover with a 67 dated entrenching tool, which was in mint condition until I used it because I'm an idiot. But yeah, Army entrenching tool, M51 entrenching tool. Then we have my M18 smoke grenade, which I will be getting repainted soon. It is post-war, but I'll be getting repainted accurately, so yeah. And I have another M56 first pattern canteen cover with a World War II canteen in there. You do kind of see that. It's a little odd to see that this late in the war, but it's possible. Then, last but not least, I have my bibble. just a full Bible, just to, you know, because you're like, well, you have a pocket Bible. Well, I mean, that's only the New Testament. I want the Old Testament as well. Also, this one is my notebook, also my preaching book. I write sermons in here for my troops, and then also, again, my notebook for actual church. So yeah. Alrighty, that's gonna be all for this display. I'm gonna put it all on and show you what it looks like. And here it is. This is the impression, and I must say I'm quite proud with how it looks right now. How it used to look, if you go back and look at my old videos, it's kind of cringe. Also, the uniform does not look as good as it does now. I am a lot happier with how this one looks. I feel like this looks a lot more accurate to an actual, not only just a Vietnam soldier general, but 28th Infantry Regiment. First Infantry Battalion. It just feels a lot better. So of course got my 3rd pattern boots, jungle fatigues, Mexicans playing music, got the towel of course, slung over on top, got my bandolier here, and I got my scarf underneath. Basic web setup, of course I don't have the Ruck because I don't have a frame for it, but got the first ID patch, my helmet, my watch, which is my everyday watch as well. Although for this I didn't do it right now, but I'll have it military style, so it'll be flipped inward. That way this doesn't reflect, and also if you're holding a gun, you can check the time. It's actually pretty cool. Of course, this is my M16. JD works pretty sucky, airsoft. I hate it. It broke pretty quickly. It's not a very good gun. I was just buying from them, unless you just want if you want a kind of good looking prop gun, this will work. I got a sling on it. I need to get an actual original one, but I'm not going to waste the money on that one. I'm not really going to use this all that much. But yeah, this is the uniform. Now, before I go, I have some important announcements. I will definitely put something at the beginning of this, but so a few announcements. First of all, tomorrow I will be going to San Felipe de Austin to be reenacting more Texas Revolutionary War stuff. Technically not Texas Revolution, but it'll be a civilian stuff, and this is in honor of my town of Fulshire becoming 200 years old. Yeah, it's a very old town, but so that'll be fun to go do. I'll definitely post some photos about that. Maybe do a video. We'll see. Probably not, since I am actually reenacting, so we'll see how that goes. See if I have time. But so there's that. But also another really important information. Trench Builder 22. You may know him. He is another fellow Vietnam reenactor. He does a lot of Vietnam stuff as well. Really good Vietnam stuff as well. Can't speak. But he has joined my group, and so just know that if you start seeing some first ID stuff from him, that's why. He's a great guy. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.
You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats